Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness, a daily podcast devoted to spirituality and self-help. If you are here for the first time, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk to you about declaring victory over situations in your life. There are so many people who write to me and say, I'm going through this situation and I'm just not really sure how I'm going to deal with it. And I know people are just looking for advice. They're looking for somebody to listen to them, and I get it. I've needed people in my time of need as well. But what I want you to understand today is that we can see victory in situations by declaring that the victory is already ours. We have to have so much faith and self-confidence knowing that whatever happens is for the best. And that's really tough sometimes. I was doing my Facebook Live last night, and one of the messages that kept coming out was surrendering control, letting go of control of the outcome. And that's been coming up a lot lately. And if it seems like, boy, she talks about that all the time, there's a reason. Because the universe keeps giving me the same message. And the reason I'm hearing the same message is because people need to hear it. Somebody out there needs to hear this message. It's a good reminder for everybody, honestly. Sometimes I need to be reminded myself. Sometimes I put something out there that I want to manifest. Or I have a situation that seems impossible. I don't know what the outcome is going to be because it just doesn't seem like there can be a solution that's going to be a win-win solution for everyone. And then, I remember who I am and where I came from. And I remember that the universe is working on things behind the scenes on my behalf. So I just put the prayer out there. I might call on Archangel Gabriel or on Archangel Braguel because they can help when you have communication problems with people. I just call on whatever specific archangel I think I need to come in and be behind me, right? Standing behind me. And then I let it go. I also say thank you that it's working out perfectly. And when you say thank you, I know it's working out perfectly. It's like you're having faith. But I have to say this. It's not just about saying, thank you, I know it's working out perfectly. You actually have to believe it. You have to surrender control. And this is where I think so many people are not understanding what they're doing wrong. Because the universe is like a big fat lie detector, okay? If you say, I believe I deserve $5,000 today, but you don't really believe that, the universe can tell that you don't really believe that. Universe knows you're lying. It's like when you're an empath, you know when people are lying to you or when they're not being straightforward about something. And so, we say to those people, look, don't lie to me. I can tell. I can feel it. It's an energy. And I know that you're lying. So don't do that. Well, it's the same thing with the universe. When the universe is trying to match our energy, because it's all about matching energy. And we're supposed to be putting out this energy of, I trust you, I have faith, and I know it's coming. But that's not the energy you're putting out there. It's not going to happen. So you can say you believe it all you want. If you don't actually believe it, it's not going to happen. So how do you get to the point where you actually believe it and you feel you believe it? I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to tell you that right now. First of all, I want you to know that this is a process like anything else, that it's going to take time for you to get into the habit of doing this. And if you fall sometimes, do not beat yourself up. You should never beat yourself up for your shortcomings. You know what? We all have them. We all experience them. They are all part of the learning process. I always tell my students in my classroom, it's absolutely okay to make mistakes. In fact, I like when you make mistakes because that tells me that there's room for growth. It's when you're not correcting the mistakes that's the problem. And so for you, it's the same thing. It's, totally fine if you make a mistake, but it's when you don't correct those mistakes. So when you want to get into the habit, get into the belief, the mindset that yes, anything is possible. It's like a magical mindset, but it absolutely is the key to manifesting. So what you have to do is you have to sit with this thing that you're asking for, okay? And this doesn't take a lot of time, but find a few moments in your day. It could be in the morning and wherever you have time. But find a few moments and sit with your eyes closed. And I want you to imagine what it would feel like if you had the thing you were asking for. If the conflict you were asking for a resolution for was resolved, how would it feel? And you don't have to know how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. You don't have to know any of that. And that's the amazing thing about it, and the thing that's so freeing, because most of us get bogged down in the how and the why and the when. It doesn't matter. And I know you're like, wait, but what? I have to. We're so focused in our lives on things have to happen at this time and this way and that's our own fault. I mean, that's just the way our society works. But you've got to get out of that, because you're not using your earthly mind here. This is not about your humanness. This is spiritual. This is all spiritual. So nothing that you do that's like of your human mind and body makes sense here, because it doesn't work that way. This is all about energy, and it's all about the feeling that you're putting out there. So when you want to manifest, it's all about the feeling that you feel. So you need to find some time to find a quiet place. Sit and close your eyes and think about, how would it feel? And let's say, for example, let's talk about manifesting a quarter. I want to talk about this because Emily Aarons does this little exercise, and I kind of mentioned it the other day. But start with something small. Start with trying to manifest a quarter. To the universe, it doesn't matter. The universe can manifest a quarter as easily as the universe can manifest $250,000. I'm going to talk about how you can manifest signs for yourself too after we're done with this. So think about manifesting a quarter. All right, that's what we're going to focus on. Now, you're not going to focus on how a quarter could show up, when it could show up, where it's going to show up. We're not worried about that. We're going to focus for a minute on manifesting a quarter, and then we're going to let that go. And then you're going to see later on what happens. I'll share my experience with this. So I would sit down, and I want to close my eyes. And I think about how grateful I would be if I found a quarter, if I had a quarter. There's so much I can do with a quarter. I can donate that quarter. I could use it to buy myself a cup of coffee. There's just so much with a quarter, and that feeling of finding a quarter is so exciting. I thank you, universe, for this quarter. All right, and just get into the feeling. And I know you're thinking a quarter, but seriously, you're getting into the energetic feeling, the energetic vibration of receiving that quarter. And I'm telling you that the biggest part of it is gratitude. I actually get as excited as I would get if I won the lottery. If somebody said, you won the lottery, how excited would you be? I can tell you that I would be jumping around the house, singing, dancing, laughing, not able to believe my good fortune. And that's how I want you to feel when you think about manifesting this quarter, because that's the vibration you have to be in when you want to manifest things. It's got to be high vibration. Because high vibration says, I expect it, I believe it, I claim it, I'm thankful for it, and then you let it go. Low vibration says, it could happen, it might happen, yeah, it's possible, what if? There's that margin of doubt. And that's what some of you are doing. You're saying, yeah, I believe it could happen. You're putting the could. You're not saying it's going to happen. You're not claiming it. You're just saying it's possible. It might happen. You still have that negativity in your mindset. And that's exactly what's happening, is you're letting that little sliver of fear and doubt creep in. And that's very low vibrational energy, and that's blocking you. The thing that you wish to manifest, imagine it is coming from the universe, because you're co-creating with the universe. The universe has infinite possibilities, infinite things that can manifest. There's no limits. So that energy is vibrating so high. Your normal energy that you vibrate at is much, much lower. You have to somehow meet in the middle there with what you're wishing to manifest energetically. So if the universe is really, really high, the universe is going to have to come down a little bit. You're going to have to go up a little bit. So if you're not willing to raise your vibration, or if you're not raising your vibration, you're not going to see what you want to see manifest. And that's why that little bit of doubt, even the littlest, slightest bit of doubt, is going to keep you from what you want to see. So again, find a quiet place. Close your eyes. I always take a deep breath. I might even clear my energy, just because sometimes we pick up on low vibrational energies throughout the day. So clear your energy, especially if it's not in the morning when you do this. And then I'm so happy that this quarter came to me. I'm so thankful. This quarter is going to help so much. I can help other people with this quarter. Thank you so much. And it's that getting into the vibration of being excited to have it, thankful to have it, what you can do with it. And just get in that energy just for like a minute, even just a minute. But however long you want to sit, the more you sit there, the more your energy vibration is going up. So you may want to sit there even longer. That's totally up to you. Sorry, guys. It wouldn't be a podcast if Nala didn't decide that she needed to say hi. Okay, so you sit there in that vibration and you just feel the excitement. I always get like butterflies in my stomach. I feel so excited. And then you let it go. And then you go about your day and you don't think about it again. You don't even think about it again. And then see how that quarter shows up for you. When I did this, I did exactly what I told you I did. And then I went about my day and I had to switch purses. I bought a new purse. So I grabbed my old purse and I started pulling things out and switching things over. And I found a baggie full of quarters in my purse. I didn't even know it was there. I didn't know how long it had been there, where it even came from. I didn't remember having that in my purse at all. Like, I seriously did not remember this bag of quarters. But there it was. So that's your first, true test in how to manifest. And that will get you started. And when you start then with the quarter, you can go on to other things. You can manifest money. Money can come to you in surprising ways. Money can show up in ways you never imagined. It doesn't have to be the traditional way. You're keeping it too small and too simple. You think, well, I work this 9-to-5 job and I'm only going to get this much money. I'm salaried. It doesn't matter. The universe can find very creative ways to bring you money. The universe can not only bring you money, the universe can bring you ideas on how to make more money. Or the universe can bring you connections with people who can help you make more money. It's things like that. Because sometimes we keep it too small. I not only say, I wish to manifest this money, I wish to manifest people who can make connections with me to help me learn how to make more money. That's what I said. And then all these wonderful teachers just showed up. And it really is the way it works. I'm not kidding you. When I found Emily Aarons, I don't know how her ad popped up on my page. I really don't. I've never heard of her before, and that's no offense to her, because she's not local. She's not from my area. When I asked for help the first time and Julia Treat popped up, she's not from my area. I'd never heard of her podcast. It just popped up, and I don't even know how it popped up, because I don't think I was searching for anything in particular. And people tell me that all the time. They'll say, I was listening to a completely different podcast, and your podcast just started playing. So we can ask for people, and believe it or not, I put out to the universe that I want people that I can help to find me because I want to help them. So there are a lot of ways we can manifest things. So don't limit what you want to see by the universe. We're thinking too small. The universe is much bigger than that. The universe says, you want a quarter? How about I bring you $250 million? You know what I mean? We think too small. But start with the quarter just to get into the habit, to see if you're able to manifest. And I'm telling you, anyone can manifest. Anyone can do it. It doesn't take a special power. It takes knowing what you have to do. It takes releasing the doubt. It's the resistance that you're putting up to what you want to see. And the resistance is your fear and your doubt and the limitations that you're putting on yourself and the universe. That's what's stopping it. It's not the universe, it's you. And I'm not insulting you because I used to do it too. I would say, I don't see my things happening. And, my mentor would say, well, do you believe they can? And I'd say, she's like, you hesitated. She would call me out on my BS. She's like, you hesitated. You don't believe it. Or there's some doubt. And so if you're experiencing that doubt, there are a lot of things you can do. You can do EFT tappings to release the fears and doubts. Just go to YouTube and look up EFT. Brad Yates has some. You can go Nick Ortner. Just go to YouTube, I would just look up tapping, fear, and doubt, because they're not the only people who do tappings, and you just need to find one that works for you. And that really does help. But you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that these things are possible. So if you are sitting there right now and you have very low self-esteem and low self-confidence, it's probably pretty difficult for you to manifest things because you really have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in the universe because you're working together. You have to believe that you're deserving and worthy of what you're getting, and you have to believe that the universe is going to bring it to you. So it's trust two ways. It's trusting yourself and trusting in the universe. And if you have any kind of doubt in either one of those things, then manifesting is going to be much harder for you. So I just have to say, if that does feel like you, there are a couple of tools that I have out there that could help. A purposeful pilgrimage program, I talk about how to get rid of blocks to love and money, and it's really all about manifesting. So there is a big section there on that and on self-love. So that might be something you want to check out. You can make payments on that plan, but the course is yours forever, and you can revisit it as many times as you want to. And this new course that's coming up with Heather Doran and I, we are calling it now Manifest Your Dream Life, because that title, we're trying to figure out what exactly would draw people into this course to know what we're really going to do, but it really is about manifesting. So it's Manifest Your Dream Life, because she's going to work on the financial part, and I'm going to be working on the self-love part. And so we're going to be creating a life where you're so confident in yourself, in your finances and everything, that you're able to manifest things much more quickly. So that's something to consider too. There's information on both of those things is on my website. You can just go there. And you can always reach out to, if you have more questions, you can text me or call me or email me at any time. All my contact information is in the description of this podcast. Please feel free to contact me anytime for any reason. So guys, it's really easy. It's really easy to manifest once you understand the process, what it entails, how to get your vibration higher. And that's kind of what the universe wants you to know. The universe wants you to trust the universe. Okay, they want you to trust. They want you to know that they have your back, you're being taken care of, that everything's working out perfectly for you. They want you to know that, because it is. And the reason you're not seeing it that way is because you're not seeing it that way. You're not trusting. You're not surrendering to the process. You're not letting go and just trusting that the universe has you. It's like you're trying to still get in and control everything. And you can't do that. And in the coming weeks, when I'll be telling you, a lot of things are happening behind the scenes right now for me that I can't really share because they haven't been set in stone. But when they are, I want to share some things with you that are exciting that have happened to me that I have manifested. And you will know when I tell you that it's easy to manifest. I'm not telling you that just to say, oh, listen to what I do, what I say and not what I do. No, it's worked for me. And I would not share things with you that I don't personally believe in. I believe in having integrity and being honest with you. And to me, that is 100% honest. Is I'm learning really quickly how to get into this vibration. And once you do, things just show up, and it's amazing, and it's really, really amazing, and it feels awesome. But that awesome feeling, that's what the universe wants you to feel all the time. And the universe, that's the feeling we have to have when we want to work with the universe. We have to have that awesome feeling. So if you're feeling blah and depressed and going through emotions, I get it, but it's hard to manifest when you're in that space. So you really, really have to get a hold on that first. And, Reiki can help you with that. Guided meditations can help you with that. Tappings. There's so many wonderful tools out there that can help you. If you feel like you need to work with someone, just contact me. We can always see what you think you need. All right, guys. So I just want to say how incredibly blessed I am to have all of you as listeners. You're all incredibly sweet. So many awesome and amazing people reach out to me. And I want to thank you so much for ordering the bracelets. Oh my goodness. I'm having a hard time keeping up with making them, but I just went and bought more supplies today and ordered more supplies online. And so I will be making more bracelets, and they are still for sale. And I am going to be making the first donation today from the profits from the first few bracelets that I have sold. And I just want to say thank you because I'm overwhelmed by the response to that. Each bracelet has been handmade by my niece and myself, and it is infused with Reiki energy, and it is also infused with Moldavite essential oil. And once you get them, they're the lava beads, so you can put any kind of essential oil you want on them. If you have anxiety, lavender is a really good essential oil to use. There are so many good essential oils. Peppermint oil. You can use oils to help you with your concentration and clarity as well. I know my son, Nala just dropped her bone. My son has, attention deficit. He is a mild form of that. And so for him, sometimes using the peppermint essential oil and citrus, like the orange essential oil, that also helps. So you can use those on the lava beads as well. And again, a portion of the proceeds is going to charity. It's going to the Adoption and Foster Care Coalition. So I want to thank you so much for purchasing those. And as soon as I get the orders, I always send those out. So if you just ordered one, it's in the mail. It should be coming to you soon. So I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for joining me always on my Facebook Lives where I do free readings. If you were not there live, you can always go back and listen to the reading. If you need clarity about a situation, you can think of the situation you need clarity for. Go back on my Facebook page, the Reiki with Melissa page, and you can go back and watch the live and listen to the card readings and see if any messages come across to you. The videos are up there forever, so you can go back and watch all of them if you want. I find them, entertaining, and many people say that the messages they get are helpful. And if you want to work with me, check out my website to see the different ways you can work with me. You can always contact me if you have questions. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. Before we go, I pulled 2 cards for you from the Archangel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And the first one is nurture. Archangel Gabriel, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So for me, this really is all about taking care of yourself. And the additional message that I really get with this is if you're a mom out there, oh my goodness, we take care of everyone else but ourselves first. So, and that's mom of kids and mom of pets. I believe having a pet is like being a parent too. There's so much, my goodness, having Nala is like having a baby all over again. So take time to nurture yourself. You're taking care of others, take care of yourself first. And the second card is Hello from Heaven. It's Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. And to me, this tells me that if you've been wondering, yes, your loved ones are around you right now. They're helping you right now. They're supporting you and loving you from heaven. So look for the signs that you get. And I talked about how you can manifest signs. You can say to the universe, to your guides, to your departed loved ones, hey, if this situation is meant for me, send me. And I use butterflies sometimes I use dragonflies. You can use things, and if you want to make them obscure to try to test the universe, you can do that. You can make it specific, or you can just leave it open and just say, send me a sign, and something I will know is a sign. And they can send us angel numbers, that 222, 111, all kinds of signs you can get. So you can ask for signs as well if you're hoping for more clarity on a situation. So guys, I want to thank you for being here with me. Please subscribe to my podcast if you haven't done that already. And also subscribe to my website. If you go to my website and you sign up, it's on the very first page. You have to scroll down a little bit, but you sign up and you will receive a free morning and evening meditation. So that is a free gift from me for subscribing to my website. And I will not bombard you with emails or sell your information. So go sign up for your free meditations. And please share this podcast with others. It helps others to find me. Leave a review if you would. I really appreciate that. I want to send you guys massive love and light. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.